Big successful farm operations have a secret that not too many people know, and this secret is the backbone of why they are so successful and always seem to be killing it from an outside viewer looking in. Today, I'm spilling that secret and showing how smaller farm operations can steal it in order to level up your operation. It's not some magic trick that they're pulling, it's straight up doable if you are willing to face the reality. So what's the big secret that these big operations know? It's all about a rock solid business foundation. They've locked in their core values for their company and their team culture, all of the important stuff there that keeps the machine humming year after year. And the tough thing is that most small operations are nowhere near this because they're focused on all of the wrong things. One of the most challenging things and biggest problems that small operations face is that every single decision still runs through the owner. So they've essentially created a centralized operation where that thing cannot move forward or even breathe unless the owner says so. And this type of situation is going to handicap a majority of small operations, and they're never going to be able to build the operation to the level that they ultimately want to. In the big operations, the leaders are focused on the business, not stuck in it, sweating the small stuff or doing the day-to-day task in the operation. Think about this, the CEO of Ford working every single day on the assembly line building the next vehicle. How ridiculous does that actually sound? And when you look at that type of scenario, is that where that CEO is actually adding the most value to that business? Absolutely not. But the reality is most farm operations today are being led the exact same way. Fixing the baler or the tractor or the combine, taking care of fences, and unfortunately grinding out their day doing $10 an hour grunt work. And the tough reality that you need to face here is that when you're doing this, you are not leading, you are treading water inside of your operation. Now, if everything I just said there hits home with you, then it's time for you to get off of the assembly line inside of your operation. And there's only one way out of that trap, and it's for you to get serious about the next part that we talk about inside of this video. Now, step number one that you need to have locked down in order to crawl out of that trap is structure and organization inside of your operation. Now, I'll start off very simply just with finances. Most farmers today that are running smaller operations don't even know if they can afford to hire anybody in order to start replacing them and start building and scaling the operation they want, because they don't know their numbers at the level of detail that is required in order to hire people, build, and ultimately scale an operation. And this type of scenario is exactly what keeps them chained to those $10 an hour task or grunt work that they do every single day. And what's worse is it actually keeps the operation stuck in neutral, moving nowhere. Now, what we do inside of Legacy Farmer is we get all of our customers, small operations and big operations, to utilize our software Farmer Metrics and get all of their finances plugged into that place. This has proven over the years to take the operations that we work with from a place of chaos and disorganization financially to a place of financial confidence and clarity, so that when it comes to hiring people, building and scaling an operation, it's a numbers game built off of facts, not guessing with your emotions and ultimately driving your operation blind, because most people don't know their numbers at the level of detail, again, that is required in order to build and scale the operation that you want today. All of our customers can hire with confidence, not guesswork. Step number two to escaping the trap and building the operation you want is you have to let go of your feelings. Now, an old saying that a mentor shared with me a long time ago was let go to grow. Now, a lot of people inside of the industry, they're micromanagers. Let's just be honest about it. Most farmers today are micromanagers, and it may not be because they want to be, it may be because they don't have any other idea or ways to let go of those tasks. But at the end of the day, you need to let go of your feelings around hiring people and ultimately delegating tasks to them. Otherwise, it is a guarantee that you will never escape the trap that you're currently stuck in, and you will never build an operation to the size that you know you're capable of. And everything I'm talking about when it comes to cutting the feelings, well, this is where the big operations really shine, and where most small farm operations crash and burn, to be honest. These big operations carry zero emotional baggage. When it comes to running their farm operation, they run it and treat it like a real business. What do I mean when I say that? If a piece of ground isn't cash flowing inside of their operation, they don't cling to it like a family heirloom. They ditch it or get rid of it and chase the next smart play that's going to be financially profitable for their operation. No tears, no regrets, just cold, hard decisions that keep the operation lean, mean, and growing. And this is the type of stuff that a majority of farm operations in this country are not willing to do today. Now, if you're in a place where you feel like your farm operation is stalled out, then something's gotta give. You have to force yourself off the assembly line inside of your operation and quit hugging dead weight, and ultimately put yourself in the position to start building a future that doesn't suck. And this is one of the main reasons we have hundreds of new operations come into Legacy Farmer every single year. They are finally at a stage where they're so tired of the pain and just the struggle that they've been sitting in and trapped in for years that they are finally ready to let go to grow, to let go of the stories, the emotions, everything that's been holding them back, and start building an operation based off of the facts and the numbers, and start making decisions based off of sound financial data, not how they feel about something. These people want to get to that level that the big operations around them operate at, and they know that the way that they've been running their operation over the past 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, whatever, is not going to get them where they want to go. And so they are finally letting go in order to grow the operation that they really want to. And one tough reality that these people have finally faced is they got sick and tired of doing the same thing year after year and expecting different results. I've talked about this in other videos. That is literally the definition of insanity. Now, if you've been stuck in this cycle and you're ready to start learning how to change the overall trajectory of your operation and ultimately build something that's going to compete with the big players around you and be something that you can successfully pass on to the next generation, then I invite you to click the link below this video. You're going to be invited into a free training where I'm going to show you the exact process that we have proven and built with 300 plus customers that have come into Legacy Farmer over the years. So click the link below and I'll see you in the free training.